Hey y'all, it's your big bull-headed sister, Action Jacqueline. How's it going, everyone? Come on in and join the chats. I am filming live and I am available for questions if anyone wants to jump on. So hello again. I'm your big bull-headed sister, Action Jacqueline, and I have some fun things to talk about with you guys today. I know I'm not high energy as I usually am. That's because I'm a little under the weather, which is the reason why I'm wearing my wig today. Usually I like to start my live streams bald-headed so y'all know who y'all looking at. You know what I mean? If I'm going to be your big bald-headed sister, it helps to be bald when I live stream, but I don't want to feed the stereotype, okay? Because I don't feel well. I don't look my best. I'm going to start coughing at some point, and I don't want people to think it's because I'm sick. I'm not sick. I'm just bald, all right? But y'all can see my bald head later because I bought a new wig. Bought a new wig and it finally arrived. So I'm going to try that on. We're going to unbox it together. But the interesting thing about this wig that I just bought, y'all, all right, some interesting things. Let me just go ahead and open it up for you so you can see the listing that I bought it through. And you guys let me know if you would do the same thing. If you would buy a wig in the same fashion that I bought this wig that we're about to unbox, okay? Let me go ahead and show you what it looks like. All right, so this is the wig, y'all. I purchased this from eBay. It's a brand I have never heard of before. There are no returns. As you can see, look how it was marketed. Like they didn't even bother to style it, right? But we're gonna go through the listing before we unbox it. We're gonna go through the listing, and you guys let me know if you would make this purchase. And then I'm going to explain to you why I made this purchase. And you should know that I've done this many times. I've made purchases similar to this many times. They work out well for me 8 times out of 10, I should say. Right? 8 times out of 10, which is good because when I buy brand new wigs online, they work out for me 5 times out of 10. So, right? The caveat here, the big caveat is that there are no returns accepted under any circumstances. So we're going to unbox this together. It was a gamble. But we're going to find out. But first, let's look at the listing, okay? Let's look at the listing. Okay, so it was called the Woman's Full Cap European Hair HY06 Firenze, or is that Firenze? New wig, new tag, and box. I don't even know what 1995 stands for. And then it says it's for salon use. All right. For salon use. What does that even mean? That means that I guess it comes unstyled. That's my guess what that means, right? What do you guys think it means? All right. It comes unstyled, as you can see. So I guess you're supposed to take it to a salon, which I'm not going to do because I think that I'm a professional at everything. So I'm going to go ahead and butcher it myself. Hopefully I won't butcher it, but we can work on it together. My big problem that I know I'm going to have, and I have this problem with all human hair wigs, is with the hairline. I'm never, ever happy with the hairline, except when I buy, what do you call it again? Hair VV wigs. And I could have bought a hair VV wig. It would have cost about the same, and maybe a little bit more than this. But there's something I don't love about hair VV wigs, and it's not that you guys shouldn't buy hair VV wigs because I think they're great, but something about the density in the front that doesn't flatter me. You know what I'm saying? Like I realize that I need a lot of hair in the front of my face in order to look right. I can't explain that, but they do with the hair VV. They're very good about doing the plucking and the thinning in the front. So it's very thin here, which is great. For most people, that works out well. But something about the way my face is shaped, it doesn't work out for me, right? So I bought wigs from them before, and I was never really, really happy with them, except when I was never really, really happy with their wigs. All right. Usually when it comes to human hair wigs, I'm just not happy with them. I don't know why. I can't exactly pinpoint why. But nonetheless, I really, really like having a good human hair wig in my collection. It so helps to have one because you have a reliable wig in your collection, you can always default to it when you're in between styles. Because as I've talked about so many times before on this channel, there's no perfect wig. There's really no perfect wig. And I've showed people wigs before. You guys, if you watch my channel at all, you know I think I do a pretty good job with my wigs. I like to come on here and I like to show you some of my best pieces and some of the pieces that I love the most. But I'm going to be completely honest with you. They're usually synthetic and they usually don't last more than 1 week to 1 month. So the budget-friendly wigs, like from brands like Sensational and Outre or Motown Tress, those brands, they last 1 week of daily wear in my experience, right? Because I like long styles too. Then when I go high end, I can get about 1 full month of daily wear. So that's when I buy John Renault brand or Raquel Welch, brands like that, right? So they look great. They look great, but they don't last that long. Wrangler Jeep says, Rocky says, hey. I don't know what that means, but tell Rocky I said, hey. Yeah, so I bought this one, and there really is no such thing. And so you might be wondering, why didn't I just go ahead and buy a brand new wig from a brand that is popular right now? Like, I know there's so many good names right now. Unice, what is it? Ishiari here. I see all these brands and they're always marketing them on social media. And they look great, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't trust those marketing ads. I don't even trust these brands. I'm gonna be honest. I don't trust these brands at all. I trust them just as much as I trust an eBay brand that I never heard of. Because I've been buying wigs now for over 30 years. So how many times do you have to bend over and get screwed before you realize that none of these brands really deliver, right? So the thing that I like most about this box, this wig that I purchased, is the price. It's supposed to be, according to the website, it's European hair, which I wanted because, you know, I like light hair. I like hair that's lighter in shade. I don't wear natural black hair anymore. Ever since I turned 45, I realized I can't get away with dark hair. It makes me look immediately older. It shows all my wrinkles. It shows all my imperfections. And it somehow shows all the greens and blues in my face, right? So I'd rather not look green or blue. So that's why I wear the light color, right? Now, this color that I bought, right? It's not the blonde. It's not the blonde that I usually get, but it is a natural color. Let me go back to it. You see the color right there. It's HY06. And I did say I was going to read to you the listing, right? What does it say here? It says it was $529. Did I talk them down at all? I think I did talk them down. I don't remember. I don't know. I buy a lot of things from eBay, y'all. I kind of like the gamble of it. It's fun for me. Let me see. Is there a description? Well, here's some more photos. As you can see, here's the box. European hair, Firenze. And that's it. The color. Hopefully this color is satisfactory for me. The good thing about it is if I do decide I want to lighten it at all, it's already a naturally light shade. So I won't have to do too much to lift it too much. And I'm not going to try to get this color. I think I'm going to try to leave it this color, honestly, but we'll see. We'll see. My big issue with this, right? So I started to look it up online since I told you I never heard of this brand. So I started looking it up and, you know, looking for better photos. And this is what I see. Look, y'all. Y'all see that? Look at that. Look how dense that hairline is, right? That's going to be a problem for me. That's going to be a problem, but we're going to try to work this out, and I'm going to try to work it out. My challenge today is going to try to work it out without plucking too much of the hair, which is what I typically do. I typically overpluck and then ruin the damn wig. So I'm not going to ruin the damn wig this time. We're going to see. We're going to see. We're going to get and open this up. But this wig, in case you were wondering, it's typically sold for this price. You see that? $3,490. That's the asking price typically. I can't speak, y'all. I'm sorry. I told you I have a cold. That's the asking price for this wig. $3,500. And I did get it for $540. Isn't that what it said? $530. $529. All right, so let's go ahead and open it. I'm so nervous, actually. I really wanted a good human hair wig. Um, if you've watched me at all, you know that I've been holding off on buying one because I didn't want to buy for one of those brands that is popular brands. I'm just not happy with it. A girlfriend of mine just bought a really, really nice hair Vivi wig. This is it, y'all. This is it. She bought a really nice hair Vivi wig. But she told me that when she bought it, she had already purchased one and she had to return it because the one that she bought, damn it, I lost it. The one that she bought, she said it wasn't washed, which is crazy. And the hair was thin and tangly. And I was like, what the hell? That's so crazy because I really like the Hair Vivi brand, right? Even though, like I said, I have issues with it. If I had to choose from all the wigs on that price point, I would choose Hair Vivi, even though there are issues with that wig. So she said she bought it and she returned it and she wrote them this letter. And after she wrote them this email, they sent her a really, really good one. And then I was like, well, damn, if you had to go through all that, I don't think I want to buy it. And she said, no, don't worry about it, Jackie. All you have to do is send them an email. And I think that's really horrible. Why would I have to send somebody an email to tell them I want a good wig? If I'm spending my good money on your product, you should be giving me your good product. I shouldn't have to ask for an exceptional product. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy to me. So I didn't want to buy it because, for that reason. And also, like I said, I'm just not happy with it. I'd rather spend $530 on a gamble than $600 on a lie. Do you know what I'm saying? You guys hear me, right? You guys hear me. I don't know. And I haven't always had this problem with wigs. I didn't start having this problem with wigs until I went blonde. Going blonde and trying to wear wigs is a completely different ball game. There's a reason why you see all these white women wearing wigs and they typically buy synthetic wigs. They may have one or two human hair wigs in their collection, but overall they'll keep a bunch of synthetic wigs rotating. And that's pretty much where I'm at right now. And it's because when you buy a human hair wig, typically it's just Asian hair, which is naturally black hair, right? That has been bleached. And to bleach hair to this color, you're going to damage it. 9 times out of 10, you're going to damage it. You have to go with a company that knows how to do it and do it right. That's why I would typically buy from John Renault if I wanted a human hair wig. But then the price would be similar to what you see here, which was like $3,500. And I didn't want to spend that much money because I know it's not going to be my favorite wig. No human hair wig is ever my favorite wig. This wig that I'm wearing, in case you're wondering, this was a human hair wig. It is now a human hair blend. So I cut out a portion of an old synthetic hair wig, which is about, you see it here? And then I sewed it in. So all this is synthetic and all this in the back is human. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, I know it's crazy. But that's how serious I am about getting good quality hair. And I really, truly believe that no wig is perfect, no matter what. All right, so anyway, let's go ahead and open it. I'm delaying a lot because I'm hoping the room fills up. This is a live stream. And I didn't want to just unbox it without allowing people some time to get in on the conversation. All right, so this is it, y'all. This really looks like a project, I'm not going to lie. And I love the fact that in the description, they said it's for salon use. That lets you know that this wig is completely inside. All right, let's unbox it. So the box is pretty old. Look. The box is pretty old, but it's still in good condition. You can tell it's been around for a while. It's got scuffs. I don't know what 1995 means, but I'm sure it's not from the year 1995. Because I don't think they had lace wigs in 95. I would know because I was wearing wigs in 95. If they did, it was only for theater. All right, and this is the color HY06. HY06. And it's leaning orange. Oh, wow. And then the other part of this is a vacuum wig, y'all. Look inside. Look inside. It smells new. like the factory. Yeah, new like the factory. They definitely did not try to pretty this up for sale. A lot of these brands, they'll take a damaged wig, wash it real good, apply a whole bunch of silicone into it, and it smells great and it looks fantastic. And then you get it home and you wear it for a week and then you wash it and it gets ruined. I've showed you guys wigs like that before, but they didn't do that here. So that's a good indicator. Oh, this is a good wig, y'all. You know how I can tell? Because I'm running my hand through it. Oh my God. Oh wow, this is good hair. This is good hair. I wonder if the cap is going to be too big. I have a small head, so I'm not worried that the cap is going to be big for me. I mean, too small for me. I am worried that it'll be too big. The last time I bought a vacuum wig, it was a little bit too big for me, and I found it a bit uncomfortable. It worked. I wore it, but it was uncomfortable. What y'all think about this color? What y'all think about this color from me? All right, wait. All right, we're gonna get it. Okay, so I'm gonna take my wig off, and I told y'all I'm sick. So if I look sick, don't blame it on my hair. Okay, just being bald does not equal being sick all the time. Sometimes it does, but not all the time. And I'm not sick. I am sick though. I said I don't want to perpetuate the stereotype. Okay, but wait. Oh yeah, this hair feels really good. It feels like I could feel the cuticle in it. Do you know what I mean when I say that? Like I could feel the cuticle. How do I describe that? Some wigs, do I have one? Some wigs have, yeah, this wig. Okay, so I told you this was human hair in the back, right? This wig. This is pretty good hair. It's pretty decent hair, but it feels processed. It feels a little rigid, slightly rigid. You can tell that the cuticle was damaged somewhat. However, they didn't damage it too bad. There's really not a way to bleach black hair into light hair without damaging it some. The goal for these brands is to be able to be as minimal as possible with the damage, right? So with this hair, I don't believe this hair wasn't colored, but I do believe that it wasn't bleached. Do you know what I'm saying? Just based on what I'm feeling. Yeah, this is some good hair. You run your fingers all the way down. And what do they say? You're supposed to always also run your finger backwards. Okay, hang on. If you can do this, oh, and it doesn't get all tangly and wrinkly, you got yourself some good hair. See, I turned it over and I'm running my fingers downward. Not bad. Not bad. All right, let's go ahead. Should I cut the lace off the front now or should I wait? I'm going to do it now because, like I said, you can't return it anyway. Or maybe not, because if worst case scenario, I could sell it, right? All right, let's not take it off. So like I told you, my big challenge is to not over pluck the front. So I hope that I don't have to pluck. I feel like I pluck when I don't have to. Are y'all guilty of that? Oh my God, it fits so snug. Hey, beautiful. It's been a while. Happy to see you're okay. Hey, Alex. Oh, thank you. Thank you for jumping on and entering the chats. Guys, make sure that you like the live and that you are joining the conversation because it really helps me when you guys join the chats. It just makes this conversation flow so much better. There's no weird lulls. I appreciate it. And also, I do this for you guys. You know that, right? I do this. Part of it is for me. Part of the reason why I started this channel was personal therapy for myself. But also, I wanted to help some people while I was at it. This looks better than in the photo. Am I wrong? Let's wet it. Let's wet it and see what it does. How have you been, Alex? Is your last name Jimenez? Is it Jimenez? I see it says Jimz. Ooh, this is better than in the photos. I'm gonna cut off the lace. You see how they do the lace? And did I show you guys the cap? Did I show you the cap? I'm hype. I'm keeping the wig. I'm keeping the wig. All right. So I just went and got my mannequin. This is my mannequin. Meet my mannequin. Her name is Misi. Okay. This is my wig mannequin. I'm gonna go ahead and cut her off. Ooh. Somehow, I think it made me sweaty though. I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of warm. Did I just sweat when I put this on? Maybe it's because I'm sick. That's probably what it is. And I told y'all I have a cold. When I say I'm sick, just because I'm bald doesn't mean I'm sick that way. I just have a cold. Don't start with me. That's the reason why I wear the wig, y'all. Because I hate it when people think I'm sick. I can't stand it. In this case, I actually am a little sick, but not like that. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and cut this off. Working so hard, living, enjoying life, and no, not Jimenez. Okay. I'm glad to hear that you're enjoying life. What have you been doing? Have you been traveling? Have you been resting? Have you been enjoying your home? All right, so this is it. I'm just going to cut it off. I love how they did the lace. There's not a whole lot to cut off at all. It's just this little part right here. That's weird right there. Y'all see that? That little white piece. Alex says I have the perfect shape. Thank you. People always say that, and I'm always like, well, what other kind of shaped head is there? I mean, not that I don't appreciate the compliment, but I'm like, well, I'd like to see some other shaped heads. Just for reference. Okay. So, you see that, y'all? That part is weird. And I noticed that on the Hero Vivi wig, too. They had this really, really weird demarcation point. This is not that weird. It's not as weird as the Hero Vivi one. Like, I remember specifically with that Hero Vivi wig that I bought, where the lace meets with the rest of the wig. You know, the whole thing is not lace. It's just in the cap. Y'all, my nose is running. Hold on. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know that's gross. I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah, there was this really dark black line. It was like they just used black thread and black findings to sew it together. So you saw this dark black here thing right here. And it was really weird because the wig was a mixture of blonde and brown. And all you saw was that black line. So you had to be very careful about covering it. This is what I mean when I say that there's no perfect wig. Even here, like this really shouldn't be here. Because when I start to wear it, I'm going to want to like take the hair and like, you know, comb it out of my face. And that's going to make it a little bit strange. But, you know, I guess you just have to be mindful. Beggars can't be choosers. All right. All right, that's pretty good. Wet it some more. Just water. Alex says it's like a sexy, perfect circle. My head is a circle. You know, I was having a conversation with somebody about presenting as a bald woman and why it's so weird. I'm gonna ask y'all this. When I see a bald woman, I just feel like I don't go outside without my wig. I only come online without my wig. I wear my wig everywhere I go, right? But when I see a bald woman, first of all, I'm always like impressed. I'm always like, wow, she looks great. Because usually when a woman comes out bald, it's because she's ready. You know what I'm saying? Like she figured out how to dress herself as a bald woman. She figured out what colors to wear, what styles to wear to accentuate her bald head and to make herself look her best as a bald woman. And she's walking with a certain swag, a certain confidence that most women don't have. So they always look stunning in a way, right? But isn't there this aspect of looking extremely naked? Or am I crazy? Like, I don't think that there's this much skin to show anywhere else that shouldn't be covered. Like if I had this much skin anywhere else on my back, I'd have to cover it. Do you know what I'm saying? Because it kind of looks nude. I don't know. What do y'all think? Am I saying something weird or what? All right, anyway, let's get ahead and try this wig on. But yeah, I think that's part of the reason why being bald in public seems weird, is because it just looks like, should you be wearing something? I don't know. It doesn't have to be a hat. I don't know. But then you don't have to. But at the same time, it does look somehow nude. Y'all let me know in the comments what you think I'm talking about. Alex says it's not weird at all. It's a beautiful part of life. Blessing. Thank you. MK Felita says, hello, buddy. Hello, buddy. Back at you. And Cat's Eye says, hi. How's it going, Cat's Eye? Aw. Alex Jimenez says, elbow carve? Yep. All right, let me put this back on. All right, so look, let me show you how good this wig is. And you guys know this is a $3,500 wig that I got for $530. I'm going to go ahead and show it to you again. I'm going to show you the listing that I bought it from. That's the listing. Would you guys buy this wig? If you saw this wig online at this price, would you buy it? First of all, I had never heard of this brand. I didn't. But I'm always looking. I have my search filter saved, and I keep it saved so that I'm always looking for European hair. And I know that sounds weird. I know it sounds like, why would a black woman need European hair? I just need lighter color hair. I know it. Before I lost my hair was similar to this color. Maybe a shade or two darker, but it was never natural black. And the more I wear dark hair, the more I realize that you can see how skinny I am. All my wrinkles look deeper. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it just doesn't flatter me. Holly Lanham says, I like the video. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, Holly. Thank you. Who's that? Okay. Oh, I was showing you the inside, right? I was showing you the inside. So look, usually with the vacuum caps that I've tried in the past, they didn't have elastic. And I love the fact that this has elastic, because I was worried that it would be a little bit big for me. And I think the reason why it's not big for me is because there's elastic. Typically, I have a smaller head. My head is about 21 inches, and I think most wigs are 22 inches. So it was difficult the last time I bought a vacuum wig because it was uncomfortable. It felt weird, and I had to do a whole lot of weird things to get it right. All right, what y'all think? So, and I told you that I knew right away that part of my issue I would have with this wig is with this hairline. I knew it. Alex says it's made to fit just right. Let's try it. And no, I'm not going to keep it like this. I just want to see what this hairline looks like. Let me get myself back on here. Main page. Okay. So, let me go back and show you this. I want to show you something. I'm going to show you back the photo from their original website. See, that's the price, $3,490. Can you imagine spending that much for a wig? You see how dense that hairline looks? I knew that was going to be an issue, and it's going to be an issue. I'm going to have to figure out how to fix it. But it's actually better than pictured. What do y'all think? Is it better than pictured? Let me get my mirror. And I see they cut in a little bit of baby hairs. Let me make myself bigger here. Sorry, y'all. I want to keep this screen open so you guys can see the original listing. Okay. Alex says, oh my God, I love it. You look perfect. Really? You love it as it is? That's crazy. It feels like it needs so much work. But let me show y'all the little baby hairs that they cut into it. You see that? They already did that, which is interesting. I would prefer if they had, instead of putting baby hairs, they had just thinned the front so I wouldn't have to do it. I told you I have this terrible habit of over plucking a wig, and I don't want to start because I know when I look back at my wig collection and how much I've damaged my wigs by over plucking, at this point, I don't even want to start plucking because I don't think I know how to stop. So I would love if I didn't have to pluck at all, but I think I have to. What would you guys do? Hang on. Maybe I could use these little baby hairs to my advantages, make them work somehow. And this is the part I was talking about, that weird demarcation line. This is where the lace stops and the rest of the cap construction begins. And I guess they just don't know how to. I guess there probably isn't a way yet to figure out how to avoid that. Can I cut it off? Let me see if I can cut it off. Alex says, when I wear it, I can't tell it's a wig. Really? Are you just making that up? It's so winky to me right now. I see a lot of little flyaways too that are being caught in the sun. Oh, that's just in the front. That's just the baby hairs, y'all. That's another thing I see a lot with Hair Vivi wigs is they have a lot of flyaways in the crown. I don't see any flyaways in this crown. All the flyaways here are located in the front, which is a good indicator. You know, a lot of these brands, they fill the wig up with short hairs just to add density to it so that you can't see the cap. But it means that it's full up here and thin down here. In this way, it's the same density through and through, which is really good. But we need to figure out what to do with this hairline. This is the wig, y'all. This is the same wig in a different color. Actually, there might be a color. There might be a photo of this wig in that color. Let's see if there's one. Oh, that's what it looks like. This one looks like it has some highlights. Or maybe she brought her full hair. She brought her own hair to the front. That's what I'm looking at. Oh, I lost it. See, and this is deceiving. These kind of photos here where they bring their own hair to the front. That's very deceiving because you would look at that and think, ooh, what a good hairline. But that's her hair. What a lie. See, I'd rather buy a gamble than buy a lie. You know what I'm saying? So nobody lied to me there. I didn't see this photo on the listing. Here's the listing. And here are all the photos from the listing. All right. You know what? I have my curling iron here. All right. Let me tie this up and try to figure out this front. And then what are we going to do here to the sides? Because the sides, the lace doesn't extend all the way down to the sides, like in some of the more modern wigs. But it sticks to my head, y'all. And I don't have any glue on it. Look at this. Oh, this wig does not move. It doesn't move. That's nice. That is nice. All right. But, okay. What should I use? I don't have mousse. Do I have mousse somewhere in the house? I might have some mousse down here. I think mousse is the answer. Give me a second. Let me get some mousse, okay? And guys, make sure that you like the live and join the chats. I want to hear from you. I appreciate everyone who already has. I'd love to continue to hear from you. Let me just get the mousse. Mousse. Found some mousse. Okay, I'm just using this Suave Extra Hold, and let's see what it do. Let's see what it does. Alex Jimenez says, your smile, your eyes, the complexity of your explanations of things. You're so beautiful. Oh my God, so sweet. Thank you. That's so touching. Bezos. Thank you. All right. I'm a little nervous, y'all. You know why I'm nervous? Because I kind of feel like I'm about to tear this wig up. Which is what I do all the time. It usually takes some time before I tear it up. I don't tear it up right away, but I do end up tearing them up. And it's all because of the picking. If the hairline isn't right, I'm picking at it. You know what I mean? All right, well, let's try to work this. And let me know in the comments. Nobody ever told me. Nobody told me if you would have bought this wig online based on what you saw. Like I said, I've never heard of the brand. I just had my search settings, my eBay search settings set to European here. What did I want? I'll show you the setting because I don't remember exactly what I wrote. I do appreciate the fact that they already cut in those baby hairs though. That was helpful. This looks crazy. I did wet it, that's why. But I want to see how it dries, so I'm looking forward to finding that out. Oh, I lost the little picture. Okay, there it is. Is it coming along nicely? Are y'all liking what you're seeing? Alex says you were wondering. What were you wondering about, Alex? All right, you know what I need? I need a baby hair brush. Where's the baby hair brush? I don't like baby hairs, y'all. They're not for me, but some wigs call for it. Where's my little baby hair brush? Okay, here we go. I found one. Oh, wow. I think Alex was right. This wig is nice. Actually like this. Do I not have to cut it? I think I'm going to cut some layers. Should I cut the layers or should I just leave it as it is? I feel like if I don't cut layers, then I'm not going to be happy with it. Where's my brush? Hang on. Oh, my earring came out. Okay. Oh, I bought some new earrings today too. I could show you guys. You guys know how much I respect a good pair of earrings, right? As a bald girl, I really think it's important to love the way you look as you're bald, even if you wear your wig every day. So when you're walking around the house, you should feel pretty with your little earrings, your little jewelry, and a little tiny bit of makeup, maybe some eyebrows or something like that. And nothing sets it off better than a cute little pair of earrings. And I got the cutest little earrings. I'm going to show them to you in a minute. Is this wig tangling too much? No, it's the brush. It's the comb I'm using. If I had where is my comb? When I get rich, I'm going to get a real office that I don't have to carry everything back and forth into this room all the time. Where's the brush? Okay, well, I can't find my regular brush, so I'll just use my travel brush. Isn't it cute? Oh my God, I love my hair, y'all. What does it say? If the wig was fake or being that it's 2026, you're doing some AI stuff. Wait, hold on. I was wondering back then if it was easier to tell a wig than now. Oh, back then? I don't know. I look at pictures of myself before I started wearing lace wigs, and I'm not gonna lie, I did a pretty good job with it. I can't imagine how I did it, Like today, I would never wear a full cap wig. I would never. Like just because I know, oh, look, I did find the little short hairs. Man, if I paid $3,500 for this and I found these little short hairs, I'm so mad. But at $500, I could tolerate it. I can tolerate it. But hang on. Yeah, I think I did a pretty good job. I mean, of course, you didn't get the luxury of being able to show some scalp and having these hairstyles that are off your face. But I do remember I had to wear all hairstyles that covered the front. So there was always some sort of a bang. And I don't really like bangs, so I'm really happy that I don't have to do that anymore. Especially, that's another thing. As I got older, I can't wear bangs anymore. They just, oh, God. No. All right, so, y'all, I'm about to cut this. Y'all ready? Or should I not do it? Somebody stop me. Somebody stop me. But first, I got to blow. Hang on. Somebody stop me. Hold on. I'm sorry, y'all. It's not fun being sick. Oh, I'm so sorry. So sorry. That was hard. And then if the wig was fake or being that it's 2026, you're doing some AI stuff. But I know you're not. No, I'm not doing any AI stuff. No AI stuff. Okay, so y'all, I wet the hair. And this is how it dried. It's not quite dry, but if you've ever wet a wig, you know that you never really know what you're going to get. So it's good to know what I'm going to get. Alex says, it looks so real. I always wondered from the science perspective, like what if they create something like fur? Like, for example, you put that wig on and it naturally becomes part of your scalp. You know, when I was a kid, when I first lost my hair, I used to dream that one day I would go to take my wig off and it would never come off. And it was like a dream of mine. And I had this idea that it would happen. And I remember every day I would come home from school and take my wig off. And I'd be like, Dad, it didn't stay on this time. But it was definitely a conversation I had with myself often. All right, so should I cut? Should I cut these layers in? Somebody stop me, because I'm a little nervous. All right, I got to move my chair out the way. If I'm going to cut this, I have to stand up. Or should I just leave it? All right, I'm just going to look in my big mirror over here real quick to see if it's necessary to cut it. Because if I didn't have to cut it, it'd be great. Hang on. Would y'all cut this? Would y'all cut this? I just want to cut some layers here in the front. Some face framing layers. What do y'all think? Alex says no. Don't cut it. What? Okay, you know what? I'll try this. Try just laying it flatter. Let's see if that works. Ooh, what's going on up there? Hang on. More mousse. More mousse. Okay, so Alex says layers would look good. He changed his mind. You changed your mind, right, Alex? Okay. Let's do the layers then. I'm going to use this mirror because I don't want to mess up. This camera needs cleaning. All right. Get ready. Let me just tie it up. So the wig was marketed as for salon use. So we knew we would have to do some sort of cutting, right? I was prepared for that. All right, I got my clips. These are really good. I actually use them for my clothes. So if you see in my back, I have my shirt tied with these. And they're really good. Okay. They're the goody ouchless forevers. I like that. No, I'm not going to cut it. I'm just going to cut the layers. I'm just going to cut the layers right in the front. Alex said, I just love long hair. Yeah. Oh no, I love long hair too. That's it. Like I only wear long hair. I want to try a pixie cut, but I don't think I would look good in it, to be honest. I think my face might be a little bit too long. I have a oval shaped face. I think pixies look best on women with round faces or heart-shaped faces. You gotta kind of just know where you fit in when it comes to style and fashion. You know what I mean? You gotta just know. I don't think I would look good with short hair, and I don't think I would look good in black hair. I already know I don't look good in black hair. That's horrible for me. But one. This hair is very wispy. Okay. All right. All right, so I'm just working with this right here. Maybe. I'm trying to be really conservative as I cut. Because like I said, I just be messing wigs up when I start cutting. I feel like I'm a good hair cutter, but I have to be stopped. Like somebody has to tell me, stop cutting now. You know what I'm saying? Because I'll just keep going. And I think all hairstylists do that. They all seem to cut too much. Y'all see how this wig is sticking to my head though? Isn't that great? Isn't that fantastic? In case you're just joining, let me show you the photo of the wig. This is how I bought it. This is a $3,500 wig, y'all, that I got for $530. Isn't that great? Okay. Excuse me. Okay. All right. You know what? I think I'm gonna use my put that there. I think I'm gonna use my thinning shears, which are these things right here. Y'all know what these are, right? They cut like every third or fourth hair instead of every strand. I don't want to double up this knot because it's a very thin ponytail. All right, stay right there. Get back there. So right about there for the first layer. What is that right here? Alex said happening. inch. Alex said I should cut off this much. No, I'm really going to cut it, Alex. I'm really doing it. I'm really doing it. I'm going to do this much for here. This much. What is this, like 4 inches? Oh, look. All that hair just landed in my slipper. Damn it. Should have moved my slipper. Okay, so I did that one. Now I'm just going to go in with my thinning shears and soften out. Soften that out. Okay, so that looks good, right, y'all? Okay, I'm nervous. My heart is racing. You would think I was telling somebody else was here. Oh, okay, wait. All right, now we're going to do this one. Oh, I didn't cut much at all. I might have to cut a little more than that because look at the difference. What do you think? Just a little bit more? Just a little. I'll use my thin shears. Okay. Layer 1, layer 2. Okay, it's the big reveal. Better. Yeah. Hang on, I need my big mirror. Hang on a second. I like it. What do y'all think? I have to figure out which product works best for this wig. You know, every time you get a new human hair wig, it requires a different product because it's a different head of hair. Do you know what I'm saying? And this mousse doesn't seem to be doing a good job at holding it in place. I'm not going to lie. What would I use? Maybe I need more of it? What would y'all use? Okay, here we go. Yeah, this wig just eats up that mousse. It's like, mousse where? Mousse what? All that mousse I put in. You would think I put no mousse in whatsoever. Okay. All right, so that's the wig, y'all. I'm not going to mess with it anymore right now. I'm just going to try to just get used to it. And you guys let me know what you think in the comments. Love to hear from you. This is doing some things, and I don't see what it's doing right here. All right. And I love that the sunlight is picking up these little hairs so you guys can see it. This is what I'm talking about when they fill their wig up with these little short hairs. I don't know why they do that. At $3,500, you think they wouldn't do that, but they do it anyway, so I'm glad I didn't spend that money. But the hair is really good, y'all. I have a feeling I'm never going to have to worry about matting. I definitely don't have to worry about shedding. No shedding. There's going to be some shedding, but not exorbitant. You know what I mean? And if I could just keep my hands from picking at the front, this wig can last me a good long time. Okay. And look, I didn't even have to do much to it. What are we going to do here? What are we going to do here? Somebody stop me, because you know what I would typically do if you guys weren't watching? I would just start pulling these out. I would, because I have no control. I have no control when it comes to the wigs. Okay, wait. We're not going to do that. You know what I'm going to do? Okay. I don't have that many products. I'm not a huge product girly. I typically, like I said before, I typically wear synthetic wigs. Oh, you know what? I do have some. I have some hair cream. Let's put some hair cream in it. What is this stuff? This Miel leave-in conditioner. Okay. We're going to try to flatten that out with this leave-in conditioner, right? Yeah, I typically wear synthetic wigs, so I don't have a need for a lot of products. But what I was saying about your collection of wigs, I think that the best way to wig is to have one really good human hair wig that you can count on. It doesn't have to be your favorite wig, but it has to be reliable and it has to be good enough. Do you know what I mean? It can't be just like, oh, I don't really like it that much. No, you got to like it, but you don't have to love it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I didn't mind, ordering this wig blindly from eBay, because I knew I had a feeling I wasn't going to love it, but I actually kind of do love it, to be honest. This might be an everyday wig, and I hate to make an everyday wig a wig that I can't repurchase, because I know I'm not going to want to spend $3,500 on this wig again. And I know I'm not going to be able to find it on eBay for $530 again. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. Welcome to the wig world, right? Okay, so this did it. The Miel worked better than the mousse. Really nice. I love it. All right, so before we leave, I want to show you something I bought from Amazon. I was trying to see, like I told you guys, I don't go outside without my wig on. I have this thing about my skin, my bald head looking extremely naked, like almost like undressed. I can't explain it. It's not like undressed, but I just feel like it looks very provocative. I don't know how to explain it. Is that the right word? I think that's the word I'm looking for. It's provocative. So, but I'm not ashamed to be a bald girl. I just don't want to look provocative. Like, I feel like when you're bald, like, it's kind of like, I'm showing you skin that you never saw before. And it might confuse you because you might not know how to feel about it. And I also feel like it's like somewhat sexy because it looks nude. I can't explain it. Can somebody help me? Can somebody help me, please? All right. So anyway, I'm not ashamed to be bald, but I don't like showing my bald head, right? Especially back, because I have a thing also about people staring at me from behind and just knowing that they're just looking at all this skin. It feels very nude. Anyway, so I bought this hat online, right? And I'm not gonna lie, it's a little weird because from the photos, it didn't look like this. This is really weird. I don't know whose idea this was, but I'm going to cut these off. The purpose of these little things is to hold the scarf in place, which is probably very important. But I've decided that I'm not going to wear this. All right, so let me just show you how they want you to wear it. I don't want to wear this because it's just giving chemo. I'm not going to lie. To me, it just gives chemo. And y'all know that's my biggest issue I have with being bald in public is people thinking that I have cancer. So this kind of gives chemo. All right. I'm doing a bad job here, am I? But this is how they want you to wear it. And I'm not going to wear it like this. I decided I'm going to use the hat because I like the hat a lot. It covers the sideburns, right? So I'm going to cut this off and break out my sewing kit. I use my sewing kit quite often. So guys, if you're a bald girl and you wear wigs, I think it's really important that you know how to sew because I find that I'm sewing a lot. I'm sewing very often as a bald girl. Hang on. I'm looking for a seam ripper, which I know I have in there. Oh, here it is. This is my seam ripper. That's what it looks like. Oh, cat. Oh, the cat is crying at the door. She wants to go in and out the house like 20 times a day. All right, so I'm going to cut this off, or rip it off, I should say. I'll let you out in just a second, Judy. And she's so persistent. She's just going to keep making noise like that. All right. I'm going to let you out. Hang on. Let me let the cat out before she has a conniption. Kitty cat. Have fun. All right. Let's get this thing off. You know what? The fabric on this is kind of fragile, so you got to be real careful. But let me show you the hat. I think the hat is great also just to wear. Okay, I got it. Also to wear with a wig. I don't like wearing hats with wigs. I find it very uncomfortable, but this hat is so soft. And I love that it covers the sideburns, so you don't have to worry about, looking extra bald in the sideburn area. I can't get this little black part off, though. Where is it? Very troublesome. All right. Look. Can somebody get me an office, please? I need a real office space. Soon as I make my first million, I'm getting a real office space. Hey, baby. Good morning. I'm on live. You thirsty? Are you going back to sleep? Okay. Here, you want some water? Yeah, don't drink after me. I'm sick. Right. That one. Okay, I couldn't get it all off. I'm going to work on it some more off camera. But I just want to show you how good the hat is all by itself because I like the hat. And the scarf is good too all by itself. I just don't like them together. Not for the purposes I thought I was going to wear them for. Okay. All right, so this is the hat. Let me show y'all what it looks like with the wig. And the other part I like about it is because the hat is so soft, it doesn't mess up your hair. So if you go into a place where you have to take your hat off, and I know that place doesn't really exist anymore. I'm thinking like I was in high school when I got PTSD from wearing a hat to school one day and my teacher giving me so much shit about it. But you know, some experiences never leave you. So it's always a thing. It's always a thing that I think about. What if I go somewhere and they tell me to take my hat off? All right, so let me show you what it looks like. Okay, so look at that. Isn't that a good hat? And if you wanted to wear, like, you know how you want to push your hair all the way in the back and it looks bad because you don't have sideburns? This goes down all the way low. It goes down all the way low without the bridge going all the way low. You know what I mean? Like I could pull this really low and this stays high. Isn't that great? Ooh, I love it. I just love this hat. Yeah, I really, really like this hat. It's great for a bad hair day, which we have a lot of. Okay, it doesn't. Part of being a bald girl and wearing wigs every day is knowing full well that some days are going to be bad days and accepting that. All right, so that is what I got. I also got a pink one, but my daughter clowned me about this one so badly that I'm not going to put it on and show you. She clowned me, and I thought it was cute. And then after she said what she said, and I looked in the mirror a second time, I was like, damn, I really do look crazy in this. So I'm not gonna put this on. But yeah, this is gonna go back to Amazon. If you really want me to try it on, I'll try it on. But I typically won't. Okay. And then I went to my favorite store today, right? Went to my favorite store, which happens to be my local 99-cent store. Okay, that's my favorite store. And I picked up earrings. I love going there to get earrings. So they always have really, really nice earrings. So I spent, what did I spend? $20. I got my husband a pair of readers. Because, you know, we're at that age now, right? We need readers. We need readers. And I'm tired of going to restaurants with my husband and having to shine the flashlight and read things to him. Okay, so we got him some readers. And then I got myself these earrings. Let me put this back. Such cute earrings. Oh my God. And nothing here costs more than $3. Okay? Because the goal is to save all your money so you can afford a $600 wig or a $3,500 wig. So save all your money. Guys, as a ball girl, I'm going to tell you, wigging is expensive. Wigging is expensive. And it's not just the cost of the wigs you wear, but it's the wigs that you buy and don't wear. Those matter too. And I know if you wear wigs all the time, you have a bunch of wigs in your collection that you don't wear. And those are the ones that keep us poor. All right. So, but that's okay. Because you know what? Such cute earrings. Look at it. All right. These are the ones I'm most proud of. So we'll start here. And y'all, these earrings, they last forever. I've had earrings from them before, and I've worn them every day. Like I sleep in my earrings, right? Wear them every day, shower in them, sleep in them. Yeah, it doesn't mess up your hair either. I love that hat. That hat is so good. So good. I'll get it again. All right, let's take this off. And I didn't even have to gel my hair. Look, it's so stuck onto my head. I didn't put anything on it. No glue, no gel, nothing. This is the goodbye, y'all. If you want me to show you how to filter your eBay settings so that you can get alerted whenever an item that you really, really want comes available, let me know. I'll be glad to share that with you. All right, so let's do the earrings, right? I wanted to change this earring too because this one's getting kind of old. You know when they get old, they start getting cloudy? Yeah, it's cloudy. You can't see any shine in there. That's okay because it was $1. And I wore it for like a month, so we good. All right. Oh, and I'm gonna replace them with this one. I like these. Are they cute? You know what? Let's just try this one here. Aren't those cute? Oh my god, they're so adorable. Those are not even the ones I'm most proud of. Oh, Alex is talking to me and I'm ignoring. So I'm sorry. Alex says, sorry, I had to. Alex said he had to potty. Well, I'm glad you're back. I hope everything came out okay. These are the ones that I really like. My favorite color is pink. Look at this one. There is nothing about this earring that says cheap. There is nothing about this earring that looks cheap. Isn't that the cutest in the world? 99 cents to real. They're so cute, right? So cute. All right, hang on. Let's get them on. Oh my god, they're my new favorite earrings. They are my new favorite earrings. Yo, earrings are a bald girl's best friend. Oh my god, I'm in love. I'm in love. All right, which ones do I wear with it? Oh, look at the little pearl ones. How would that look with a little pearl? Oh, let's try the little pearl one. I was thinking about this one though. Is it too big? Hold on. We'll try them both. This one. I really like this one. Alex says, I like that one. Thank you. Ugh, can't get it. What is this? Okay, here we go. Is that too big? Is that too big? I need a different mirror. No, that's really good. I love it. It's like giving, what is it called again? Van Cleef Arpels, but without it looking like a knockoff. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's a nice set. I really like that. Oh my god, I'm so pleased with my purchases today. I'm so pleased. You know, it's not always like this. Sometimes it's all bad. Sometimes it's all bad. You order a few things and everything is bad. Today I ordered a few things and everything is good. I'm really pleased. Okay. You know what? The whole time I've been streaming to TikTok and I did not even notice it. Oh my god, that means I'm ignoring conversations on TikTok? That's so rude. I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm truly sorry. I just opened it up. Okay. Alex says it's a little big. You're right. It might be a little big. Hang on. Let me look at this figure. You're right. I think it is a little big. Like, this is big enough to be a first earring. Like, for the first hole. Let's try it with the little pearl one. These little pearl ones. Okay, so you remember when these were really in style? I liked them a lot, but I found that they were a little chunky. You know what I mean? Like, kind of big and chunky. These hang a little lower and they're a little sleeker. You know what I mean? So cute. So cute. But I'm going to try this one in my second hole. I'll take this one out. Is that cute? You know what I want to get? I want to get surgery. I've had this surgery before, you know. When I was in high school, my earring was yanked out. So I had a split earlobe. And oh, look how big they're getting. Oh my God. I think I want to get surgery to get that fixed. It's worth it, I think. I want to do that. There's a few things I want to get. I'm not going to get all into it because I know y'all going to be like, oh my God, you don't need that. That's okay. I want it. Hang on. I can't even get this one in. Oh, here we go. Oh my God, they're so cute. They're reminding me of being 6 years old and playing with Barbies. Oh my God, I'm in love. I'm in love. All right, I have a mess to clean. Right, I made a mess today. There's hair on the floor and packaging everywhere. So I got to clean this. After I get this earring put in, I'm going to log out. You guys make sure you like the live. Make sure that you're following. And make sure that you tell your friends that there's a bald girl. There's a bald girl online. And she wants to connect with all the other bald girls. All right. It's your big bald-headed sister, Action Jacqueline. Alex, thank you so much for spending this whole live stream with me. I appreciate you very, very much. And I hope to see you again soon. And everyone else who's joined. Oh, my son is calling. How about that? All right. Yeah. I love you guys. And we'll talk again soon. Peace out. How do I stop it? Oh my God, I don't know how to stop it. It's terrible. Oh God, I don't know how to stop it. Son. Hey. I'm trying to stop my live stream and I can't find my controls. Why are my controls gone? Oh my God, that's so weird. So you getting ready to leave? Okay. This is so weird. I don't know how to stop my live stream. That is so weird. All right, let me try it like